Brandon Hayes here. I'm here with a good friend of mine, Luh Trap. Luh Trap, how you doing?
Yo, I'm good. What's up?
Ain't nothing. All right, before we start, let me just get this out of the way. Follow Luh Trap on Instagram at LilTrap1. Listen to his previous projects, Good Guys and Nude, on all streaming platforms, and watch his highly popular music video, Stay Out Late, on YouTube. Look, I want to start off by saying I actually, you're one of the artists I listen to regularly,
Yeah.
and out of no disrespect to everyone else I've talked to, you're one of the art musicians I actually listen to like frequently on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yo, I appreciate that, by the way, bro.
Yeah, no problem at all. Because your music is really great. Do you emulate your sound out of another artist? Like, do you really find inspiration out of another artist? Like, I want to sound like him, or is it just you?
Um, I definitely get inspiration. I never like try to emulate anybody or copy what anybody else is doing, you know what I mean? Like I got like my own like sound, like my own like, flavor, but it's definitely a lot of inspiration from like other places, But it's never just like, oh, I want to sound like, I'll never do that. It's just
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Rappers hate when you compare them to one another. Like, I've
Yeah.
said this before. Everyone is like, listen, I'm in my own lane. I'm not anyone else. But when I listen to you, I get some songs. I really get some hints of Little Yachty. I'm not saying that
Ah,
you sound just like him. I'm not saying any of that.
yeah.
But I kind of get that deep voice auto tuneness. It
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of that. Has anyone ever told you that before?
No, actually, a lot of people told me that. A
Oh
lot.
yeah.
Like, you're definitely not the first. So,
Okay, is it that's not by intentionally, right? That you it
nah,
just
yeah.
okay. Who are some artists that you really look up to?
As far as like their sound, like or like or
Yeah, just as their sound that when you're kind of like doing when you're about to perform, not perform, but when you're about to, when you're writing, you listen to other artists for inspiration.
well, for one, I don't write. I really just like go in the booth and I just like punch in, like I just freestyle, like everything. Like for the most part, from what you heard from um not Good Guys, but like everything after Good Guys that I dropped, like that's all like I didn't write that. I just like freestyled it. I was just there in the moment and I just said it. But as far as like who I listened to before, like a lot of people don't know, like people probably think I listen to like this rap 24/7. Like nah, I like all types of music. Like I like a lot of old school R&B. Like people who know me for real, like they know like my old school R&B bag is it's crazy. But a lot of old school R&B, some new shit. Like I fuck with Future a lot. Like anybody who know me for real, like they know like I'll say like Future's like my favorite rapper, like 110%.
Would you ever tap in and do like an EP or an album of straight up R&B?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like people been telling me like I had a good voice, but like recently, like for real, recently, like girl, I'm not gonna hold you. Like girls been telling me like, oh my god, like you got a really good voice, like a really good singing voice. I'm like, stop playing, like don't even play with me like that. But like they're like, nah, I'm serious. Like you should really like start singing. I'm like, damn, I thought I was singing the whole time, but I think like I would probably like really do like some real R&B type of, you know what I mean? Type of
Hmm.
music for real.
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Essex County, New Jersey.
Essex County. We're in Essex County, if you don't mind me asking.
All right, so I say Essex County because
You bounced around different places.
yeah, like so
Okay.
I was born in Newark,
Hmm.
lived in Irvington for like majority, like most of my life. Moved to Orange not too long ago, but then I went to school like in other places, like outside like where I live from type shit. So it's like I spent time at like a lot of different places. So you know what I'm saying? Like I never just say like I'm from one place because I feel like in my opinion, like everywhere where I was, like it kind of made me who I am. So
Growing up, is that must be hard. Thankfully, I never because that's one of my fears growing up as a kid. That I never had to move around different places because you got to make new friends, and
yeah,
especially being from the hood. If you're from another hood going to another hood, you
yeah.
might automatically have an X on your back. People might not like you from the start. Were you nervous traveling around as a kid, or it was just whatever?
No, it to me it was really whatever. Like it didn't really matter to me. Like at points I wanted to like just stay like where I was because I was just good where I was, but
Mhm.
it never really mattered to me. I'm an adjustable person, so I never really trip over shit like that.
So at what point did you really started rapping?
I started about 15. Like for real, like I started like 15. But like years before that, like I've been like writing, like I was always like writing, like, trying to like get it off. And then like 15, like I dropped like my first song. So yeah.
So what was the inspiration of rapping? Were you just at the lunch table in school and they were banging on the table and you started freestyling, or
Oh,
you was,
oh
you
nah.
just
Oh nah. I would tell you this one story, like,
hmm
so this is fourth grade. This is like damn near 10 years ago.
hmm
So me and my homie, my brother, Harrison, we was about to do the talent show that year. He's about to do like a remix of one of Big Sean's songs.
hmm
And he, like at the time, like, I'm not even gonna say at the time, because if he still say it today, like, you're gonna be like, nah, you killed that. Like, he had, his verse was hard. He's like, nah, you should hop on it. Like, we gonna do it together. I'm like, all right, bet. So I said mine, and everybody was like, yo, don't even bother to hop on that shit. Like, you just gonna ruin it. You just gonna fuck it up. Don't do it. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit kind of hurt because like from even younger, I've been wanting to like low key rap, but I just never like So when people start saying that, I was like, nah, you know what? I'm prove them wrong. So from fourth grade on, so like that was like 9. When I was like 9 to 15, like I just been writing. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to like improve and in silence though. Like nobody even knew.
Yeah.
At 15, I was like, you know what? Nah, like I'm gonna do it. And I did it.
So music's been a part of your life since you were a kid.
Yeah, 110%.
Was it like, did your parents play music in the background and you just automatically had a love for music, or did music get you out of tough situations as a kid? So
Yeah,
writing rhymes was kind of like a stress reliever.
yeah, yeah. Like to be honest, like my parents, like they don't even know, like they kind of like influenced me like on that type of time. Like they'll probably tell you, hell no, like nah, we ain't never. But they always played like just somehow they always had something playing around me. Like from 3 hours listening to like not gonna hold you, from 3 hours listening to like white people music, like like pop, all that,
Uh-huh.
like the 2000s. Then like it went over to like I said, like the old school R&B type of thing, like my dad. And then, like the rap, it came in just off of like who I was hanging with, so that's about that's about that.
Were you nervous sharing your rhymes as a kid? Like, did you kind of keep it
Oh,
as a secret, or you? Oh
oh
yeah,
yeah.
you did.
Yeah, I was nervous as hell, like, cause I want nobody to say like, you still ass after all these years. I don't want nobody to say that, like, hell no, like, so I
So
would
what?
just keep the secret,
What?
so I felt like I was good.
What broke that? What were like? You know what? I want everyone to know. I want all the exposure. I don't care what people think. What broke it? Did
I
you
just
realize
felt
you were making, like, you was writing some good music?
Yeah, I feel like at that point I was like, I feel like I'm good right now. I feel like I got it to like,
Mhm.
to release it, So I just said I always been the type of person like never really care what people thought, but kind of care, but still
Mhm.
do my own thing. But at this point, I was like, I really don't care what nobody think. Like I'm gonna really do this shit because I
So
want.
all the songs and bars and stuff that you wrote when you were 9 years old, do you have any of them, or even use any of them to this day?
Nah, I
They're
have,
all
but I'll use them. Nah.
so they're all throwaways.
Oh yeah, they all throw it. I still got the notebooks though.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna sell, I'm
when
gonna sell later on in my career like 10,000, 20,000.
so when you made Good Guys, your first project, how
Uh, nah, it's like I'm keeping it a buck.
yeah.
Like that's probably my. Let me count. Uh, I think this is like I'm to be honest with you, Nude is like definitely past 10. Like that's past my 10th project. So I think Good Guys probably like my 8th or 9th project.
So you have a lot of content out there.
Yeah, I like people who like follow me on SoundCloud for like years on years on years, and like everybody who like close to me, like they know like I've been like had a lot of like content out there.
hmm So when you release Good Guys,
Mhm.
some of that those songs, were they written beforehand, like when you were like 15, 16, or that's all new stuff and you just
Nah,
focused on?
that was all new. Like I just wrote that like at a time of my life, you know, and I just like said I'm gonna release it.
What I found interesting about Good Guys is it was inspired by the movie character Chucky from Child's Play. You know,
Yeah,
the first song, I think it was By Any Means, I forgot, but
for
you
sure.
know, it has that little monologue from Chucky. Why is that?
Um, Damn, I really had the explanation down pat like 2 3 years ago, but like, all right, if I could say one thing, it's like people like really characterize like Chucky as like the bad guy, you know,
Hmm.
like the villain. And I'm not gonna lie, like at that point in my life, I feel like at certain points I was being characterized as the villain. And it's like when you watch Chucky, like it's always him, you know, being bad. If you watch the first movie, like he was doing bad shit, and then he just did even more bad shit by transferring his soul. So, but it had good guys on his vest, so it's kind of like you know a little play on words, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Why do you feel like you're characterized as a villain sometimes?
I don't know. I be trying I be just trying to like I be trying to be the hero like every time. I try to be the hero every time, and then it's just at one point I do some dumb shit, and then like now I'm the bad guy, you know. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
just me trying to be like too good, like you know, too much of a hero. Then you
So
know.
when you're living, in these tough areas, North, Irvington, Orange,
And I live in Newark. I was just born there.
oh, you were just born there. But when
Yeah.
when you're living in these, these tough areas, you wanted to really stay out of trouble and be a good guy, though, right?
No, for sure. I wasn't no like I wasn't a crash out type of guy. I'm still not like a crash out type of guy, you know. Like
Hmm.
I'm a good dude.
So a couple of the tracks I really like on Good Guy are Dead Wrong and Worth It. I really feel like you exercise your vocals extraordinary on those songs.
Yeah,
Was that your intention? Like, because we just talked about R&B and how you have a great voice,
yeah,
but you really expose your I don't want to say your singing ability because it's not really singing, but you really expose your vocals on
yeah,
those songs.
yeah,
Do you feel that?
yeah. I feel like 110%. Like I feel like 110% because that like when I record, like however I feel, like whatever like I'm going through, like I just express it like through melodies. You know what I mean? So that's just how it came out.
What's your
So
favorite track on Good Guys?
good guys. You see, you got by any means, feelings mutual, dead wrong, on my own, wait, worth it, and mad. I gotta choose one.
Yeah, I mean, well, you just give me something that you like.
All right, on my own for sure. Feelings mutual for sure. Worth it for sure. I think I'm gonna say mad too. I think I'm gonna say mad.
A lot of these songs, I don't want to say it sounds the same, but it kind of got the same feeling in it, these songs. Did you write all these songs kind of like in the same place and you had the same mindset? That's why it kind of has that real group feeling to it?
Yeah, yeah. All those like it was all like at the same time. Like whenever I make a project, like I try not to um extend like the period like of time, like you know, like of
Yeah.
events. Like when I make a project, like the time of events, like it happens like all damn near in like a month, 2 months. So like my recording process is like a month, 2 months. Only thing that be taking me long is just to mix it, you know what I mean? Because I mix
Mhm.
everything and engineer like the whole project myself. So like that's the part that really like prolongs it. But as far as the recording process, it takes me like a month, 2 months, because I'm really just giving you my life, what's happening like day to day, week to week, month to month, and it's quick.
I think it's so funny that you said a few minutes earlier that after Good Guys, you pretty much started freestyle. Like Nude is pretty much all the freestyle. The second project that's on all streaming platforms. It's
Yeah,
you didn't really write it down, and the reason why I think that's so funny because when I listen to Good Guys and when I listen to Nude, I really see a difference. I feel like Nude sounds a little bit more polished. Like you kind of found your
Yeah,
craft. It has the same sound, but it really seems like you took it a lot more seriously with it.
exactly. Exactly.
And it's funny because on the streaming platforms, Good Guys came out in 2018 and Nude came out in 2020. And you know, you had that little break. I was gonna ask you during that 2 year break, did you really try to focus on your craft and do things different?
Oh, 110%. Like that was like my whole reason for taking that break. Like I wanted to like because I felt like even before Good Guys though, I took a break. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it was a period of time before Good Guys I had took a break, but this time it was like nah, like I'm really gonna get in my bag and like like focus and zone in on like exactly like what I want my music to sound like. Cause I'm not gonna lie, like once I was done with that period of time, like this is gonna be my sound. Like obviously it's gonna evolve, but like I wanna like make the structure of like what is me. So that's definitely the reason why I took the break.
I don't know if this is really a top secret, but can you just share a little bit of your recording process since you don't really write it down? Because I really think it's extremely extraordinary when musicians say, like, I don't even write stuff down. I just keep it in my head. When I go to the grocery store, I forgot to pick up milk, and that's like the most important thing. Like, my memory is just shot. Like, for real, my memory is just shot. So when I hear, people saying, like, oh, yeah, I pretty much freestyle, I do all that. Can you really take us to the process of you recording?
All right. So basically like I'll be in the studio, right?
Yeah.
I could be anywhere, right? Producer sends me a beat. I'm hearing the beat. The beat gotta pick me.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how I feel like it should be. Like the beat should pick you.
Mm-hmm.
So the beat picks me. So now like I just got the melody in my head, whatever you whoop. When I'm in the studio, like I'm not in the studio, I go to the studio, like or I just set up my studio in my house and just record. And um I just whatever like whatever situation I feel like I've been through or like I'm dealing with at the moment, like whichever one I feel like best fits the beat, like I just say it. It's really just me giving my life back to y'all. Like I remember I was watching this one Drake interview and he was saying like, every album, every project is like a status update. So I feel like with every song and even every project, like I'm just giving you a status update on what's going on for those who don't know.
Hmm. What's more comfortable for you, recording at home? You're home, not a lot of people really there. I don't know how many people are there, but you're home, you're a little bit more comfortable. You got that home field advantage. Or is it better being in a studio in that more professional setting?
I mean, to be honest, I only been in the studio like one time,
Hmm.
like probably one or two times, and I didn't like it. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like, cause like at that time, that was when like I had my break, right?
Yeah.
So I was just on like a search. I was trying to figure out like, all right, like what am I gonna do to improve my sound, this, that, and the third. And there was an engineer there, but he wasn't really an engineer. He was a rapper, so I can't even like, I
Hmm.
can't even really like, give him too much. But I asked him like, yo, like, what do you use on this, that, and the third? He's like, yo, I just press this button and then that's it. I'm just like, nah, I want to be here no more. I got to just do that shit myself and just figure out what I want to sound like. So definitely home. I
Hmm.
definitely mess with home way better. And I buy
What I
myself. I can
Okay.
just be my own vibe at 10, soak up what's around me.
Do you feel more pressure when there's other people around you recording?
I'm not gonna lie, like certain times, yeah, like I done recorded around like my team and like I recorded around them before, so it I've been recording by myself for so like for years, like recording by myself for years,
Hmm.
and like now like after a while, like once you start like recording around other people, like it kind of feels like a little like pressure, like damn, like you gotta hear my process. Like sometimes I'll probably hit a note wrong and I'll probably like look back at you like, damn, you really heard that, didn't you? Like that shit just it made me feel a little bit uncomfortable, but like I'm starting to I'm starting to learn how to get more comfortable, especially around like, you know, my fam.
Yeah, 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 I understand. Back to Nude. What I found really eye-catching was the cover of Nude. The
Hmm.
reason why I like it so much is because I feel like everybody can relate to that cover, no matter what. You see some of these other covers, people go crazy, you know, they're in front of like extremely nice cars, or it's just like a painting
Yeah,
or something. Like your cover is what pretty much everybody do. You know, one picture, there's four pictures in one
yeah,
picture is you brushing your teeth, another one is a couple pictures you on your phone, and another picture is you looking through the refrigerator. It's stuff that
exactly,
everybody do. Did you
exactly.
make that cover so your audience could feel like, you know, I can really relate to this guy? You know, I'm pretty much the same person.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I gotta shout out my photographer slash creative director, Tyler Chan. Y'all go follow him at Prof Daydreamer, PROF Daydreamer on Instagram.
Hmm.
Me and him, we basically like just chopped it up and was like, yo, like, what do we want to do for this? You know what I mean? And like I kind of had like the idea of like I want to just like shoot all of these like different scenarios.
Yeah.
He basically like put it in the collage though. He put it in the collage. I was like, damn, that's crazy to me with the collage. But like all like the all of the regular like scene setups and everything like that. Like like that was me. So we just made it come to life. Like I really feel like with that cover, like I wanted to really just showcase, the real, and
Yeah.
because not everybody has like like chains, cars, and like a whole bunch of money and all that. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
but everybody shares one thing, and that's being human. And every day, everybody's do the same thing. So
Yeah.
I just had to strip it. I just had to strip it down and just gave people like basic human shit.
Yeah.
New.
Yeah, I love the realism in the cover. I want to really dissect the album because it's really a great album. Everyone should, you know, just
So
stop watching this interview and go listen to it right now. It's really great. One
no,
of the songs, a few of the songs I found fascinating. One of them, "Fooling Around on a Saturday Night." Great
yeah,
title, by the way. But it reminds me of the cover. "Fooling
exactly.
Around" reminds me of the cover for short because it's three beats into one song. Just like how the album cover is four picture into one, this is three beats into one song.
Yeah.
Was like, how did that come about? Did someone send you three beats and you're like, you know what, I want to record it on one song? Or like, how did that happen?
So so at the time of me recording the album, it was this one producer I was fucking with on SoundCloud. His name is Blade.
Yeah.
Um, and he just had like all these beats on like his SoundCloud. And I emailed him like, yo, like these are hard. Like, can I use these? He's like, yeah, for sure. Like, go ahead, like use them, whatever. It's nothing. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I just like I said, like the beats picked me. So whichever one I really like felt like picked me, I just picked them. And I just like vibed out on all of them. And I was like, you know what? I had this idea. I'm gonna slow these two down, and I'm gonna have that one going normal pace. Just have it all, because if you really listen to like all the songs like normal pace, like the first two, and
Mm-hmm.
that one, like the first two songs are like 40 seconds each. You know what I mean? I want to
Yeah.
have like 40 seconds. So I wanted to like do something a little bit cool and just, slow them down, let it vibe out. And then like, you know, so that was just, that was really just one of like those vibe concepts.
Yeah. And I'll tell you this, the first two beats, they're great. But the last one, I fell in love with that last beat. It's refreshing. So
Yeah.
like a harmony, it's real harmonizing. And
Yeah.
it honestly reminds me of a Sunday morning. It's funny because the song is called "Fooling Around on a Saturday Night," but
Oh,
that
man.
last beat reminds me of like a fresh spring Sunday morning.
Oh, you breaking it down. Breaking it
that's
down.
what that's just what I see. That's just the picture I paint. You know,
I,
everyone.
I, I love it though. Like I love it when people like it's like when I have like a different idea of like what my song sounds like, and you know what I mean, like a different concept. And somebody brings me like a whole nother concept of what they heard. Like that's a good thing about music. Like you could just like shoot out one idea, people will shoot you back another one. Like nah, this gave me that feeling. So
Yeah, that's why I really compare, not even compare. I think music is art because when we can both look at a painting and we can have different perspectives on it. But
exactly.
with that last beat on "Fooling Around" for short, how come you didn't make that a separate song? Because it's really a great beat, and
Uh,
you just flowed so, you just danced so well with it. It was fantastic.
um, I don't know, man. Like that was just like the idea I had at first, like y'all, but just combine them. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that's really the idea behind that. If you want, I'll definitely like send you like that song separately for sure.
You got to send it out to the world, man. Not just me. Everyone got to hear it, man.
Hey, I'll probably release it on like my on my other SoundCloud page or something. Like yo, for those y'all who want like that song separately, like I got it for you. You know?
Yeah, I think you should. So another song that I think is really great is the song I mentioned at the beginning, "Stay Out Late." I think
Yeah,
that's probably your most popular song due to the music video. You know, you got a lot of views on your music video.
for sure.
Shout out Rory Digital, you know, good friend. Yeah,
Shout out
good friend.
Rory Digital, man.
Yeah,
Shout out Rory Digital. Shout out again Tyler. Shout out my gang, my squad, my fam, my team. I love them. Ahmad. I'm giving shout outs right now. Sorry.
no,
Ahmad, Dwight, Quaz, Dakota's little brother Dayon, Krivan. Even though Krivan couldn't make it, shout out Krivan. You know what I mean? Like the whole Mark Row. Shout out the whole Mark Row.
listen, yeah, man, it sounds like you're giving a Grammy speech. You know, you're thanking everyone. That's
Yeah.
great. That's fantastic. I'm glad you got so much love. You know, you're sharing out so much love. But I was telling Rory Digital because he shot the video, and that's one of my favorite videos
Yeah, I
because
see it.
yeah, because it's, you know, it reminds me of like the cover. It's nothing too flashy.
Yeah.
You're at, you know, it's a nighttime video. Stay out
Yeah.
late. You're with your boys. There's nothing too much out of the ordinary. Was that your idea, or was it one of your boys' idea? How did that video come about?
Nah, like I'm gonna be honest, like that was like Robbie said, like that was me. Like I really just had the concept, like it just came to me, you know, like at times, like even with the music, like after a certain point, like it just comes to you, you know what I mean? Like you do it so often, you know what I mean? Like you just like it's to a certain point where you just like live, breathe, you know what I mean? It just comes to you. So the idea really just came to me like, okay, like I'm a you gonna be at this location, this specific location at this time of night. Go be at that location this time of night. We're gonna do that in a parking garage, 2 cars. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just how it came about. Like, I just needed somebody to shoot it, and Roy really came and shot it, and Tyler came, took the pictures on the side. You know what I mean? And Rory did his thing with the editing for sure. Like, he definitely made it even look harder than my vision. For
Yeah,
sure.
and the video is just so organic. It looked like you really had a lot of fun in that
Yeah,
video.
110%. Because like I had fun for one. Because I'm like, yo, like people really been like banging my line, like, yo, you really have no visuals. Like, if you look me up, like, I only have like one besides Stanley. I have like one music video, and that's on my own, which I shot with Tyler. That's the only visual I have, and like, some people were really fucking with that because they didn't really understand the vision and what I was going for. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit y'all with something completely different. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, what y'all want. So it was just like, yo, I was happy because I was finally giving people what they want, what I want, and at that, I know it's gonna do numbers and it's really gonna go up the way how I know it should and everybody else knows it should. You know? So yeah.
Yeah, since you had a pretty decent, pretty good success with Stay Out Late, is that just a motivation for you to just to pump out more music videos?
Nah, definitely for sure. Like, with that vid, like I know it's gonna do like a lot more numbers. Like people thinking like, cause the vid's at 15K right now. Like people probably thinking like, oh, like this shit blew up. Like, yo, you nah, like to me, like I knew I like blew up when like it's really like 1,000 people like just DMing me at one time, like, yo, this is crazy. I don't even know these people. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
and I know the vid's going up because if you really look at the comments, right? Look at the comments.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of people in it that I don't know. Even the
Mhm.
likes, I don't know them. You know what I mean? And that's no disrespect, because you know what I'm saying, I fuck with whoever fucks with me, but like
Absolutely.
it's love for people who I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So when like I have like at least about 1,000 people DM me at once, like, yo, this is hard, and I don't know, that's when I feel like I'll probably make it, you know, like, or like I blew up. And I don't really feel like that yet, you know. I feel like that vid still has a long way to go.
Yeah, it has a lot of potential. Do you think the video is doing good numbers because it's a great video, or you think it's a great song?
Both. Because I was talking to my manager Z like a couple days ago. We had these talks like every other day. Like we're just like, bro, this vid. Like people go fuck with it for two reasons.
Mm-hmm.
The video's hard, the song's hard, and once because anybody can have a music video. And you know what I'm saying? The song's trash, but the video do numbers. You know what I'm saying? All people why people viewed it is because it's a good video. You know what I mean? Same thing with the song. People could probably have a bad music video, but have, you know, a good ass song and do numbers. But I feel as though I have both. So once you have both, it's going to click. So I feel like people really fuck with it for both reasons.
Uh-huh. My favorite song on the album, and my favorite song by you, is Forever Freestyle.
Yeah.
I really want to spend a couple minutes on that song because it's just a personal, uh, it's just a personal song for me because I really like it so much.
Yeah.
How long does it take? Because I know you said you freestyle everything. How long does it take to make that song?
That song specifically?
Yeah, that song specifically.
I'm gonna be honest, because I remember the day I recorded it too.
Yeah.
That day, I recorded on a Saturday for sure. Here's what I'm about to get you at, right?
Yeah, please.
So that day, I recorded Saturday night, because mind you, the title of that of fooling around on a Saturday night, like that's 3001. So like the first song was fooling around. Second song was Saturday Night, and last one was Interlude 46. So I just combined the whole title. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna fuck you up right here. I recorded Saturday Night on that Saturday, and I recorded Fooling Around on that day too.
Yeah.
Then I recorded Forever Freestyle that same day. So I think Forever Freestyle, I think I started it on that Saturday, then I probably finished it like on a Monday type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I finished it. So like probably like, you know, a couple days, but it's whatever.
So were you gonna add Forever Freestyle on Fooling Around on a Saturday night? Was that gonna be one of the parts, or that was gonna be straight up separate?
Oh man, hold on, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. My dog Milo's in here.
Please, let me see the dog. Come on. We gotta see.
My dog Milo.
Oh, look at that.
My dog Milo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Forever Freestyle was gonna be its own separate song. That wasn't gonna be on Fooling Around.
Oh yeah. Yeah, was gonna be a separate song. Like I feel like with that song is just like it was too hard for me to just like release it. Just, you know, in a jumbled up space, you know. I just wanted it to be its own thing.
It's so effortless. Like it really sounds like, you know, it's just like when someone just hits a half court shot and it's all net. Like you just you like honestly, like you just make it sound so easy.
Yeah.
You feel that way? Like it's just so smooth and easy.
Like as far as like recording, like when just
just the song itself.
I don't know. Like,
or it's just another song for you?
To be honest, I feel like, cause I'm not gonna lie, like I listen to my songs like when I make them, like I'll listen to them like all day for like 3 weeks straight. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of it. So it's gonna take me a little bit of a while to like really hear it from like, you know, a fan perspective.
Yeah.
So matter of fact, to kind of like, you know, this is another song of a dude called Trenches. I was just listening to it like 2-3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, damn, this is a good song. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying this from like as if I'm not even me. Like I'm just saying as if I'm a regular person. Like it's really a good ass song. So like I mean, me just being me, like Luh Trap, like at points I just be feeling like some of these songs are just like another song. But at the same time, I still know like, nah, this is I'll know which one is like the one, you know? Like I'll know
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
all right, this is the one. Or like that's the one, you know?
yeah. So after you record a song, album, whatever, and you listen to it back, do you put yourself in a fan perspective? Like, okay, I'm a fan listening to another artist, even though it's me. I'm listening to another artist. Or would you rather get a perspective from one of your boys who give you like some real constructive criticism and being honest?
I mean, kind of both. Like at first I'll always listen to it from a fan perspective, like you know, for myself and be like, all right. Cause with me, like I kind of already know what songs I'm gonna have on the project. Like, you know,
Yeah,
I never I don't think I ever really like record like cause a lot of people say like, excuse me, a lot of people say, excuse me, a lot of people say like they record like hundreds of like 50 songs like
yeah, yeah,
one period of time and just like pick 10. Like
yeah.
nah, like I just like know what songs to make so I could just get that vibe off and I just give you it. So I'll just have it. I already know which songs I have on there. I'll listen to it from their perspective, see if it's good or not. Always turns out good. And then like my team, like everybody, like they trust me, you know, like they trust me like with like their ear and everything. So I'll just send it to them and they're like, yo, did it again, like, you know?
Mhm.
So everybody they just trust me with it, you know?
So let me ask you, because you said some people they record like 100 songs and only pick 10. With you, you said you have about like 10 projects, but there's only two projects that are on streaming platforms. Would
Sure.
you pick some of those songs from those projects and put it on an album and release it?
Oh, like a little compilation, like
Yeah.
yeah. I'll probably do that in the future for sure. Because a lot of people like they're like, oh my god, like put this on there. Like, yo, this is like your hardest project. You should put this on there. Like, so I feel like I'm gonna end up doing that, you know, sooner or later. I might do that like you know 2021 type shit, but I'll definitely do that for sure.
So that was pretty much leading into my final question. What is next for you? So you're not taking another break from music? Are you going to release something else before the year is up? Or we're in full 2021 mode right now?
Oh man, like I would tell you I was going on so bad, but I like you know even like my TV getting mad because I tell them like I'll tell them like they'll even ask me like, yo, like what we doing next, like, and I'll be like, yo, I got it guys, I got it. It's just I just have just this plan in my head, you know, and
Hmm.
through even through life, like I'll just have this raw ass idea, this raw ass plan, or just shit that I'm gonna do, and just somehow like it just crumbles. You know what I mean? It's not even under my control. Like you know, it just crumbles. So it's like I try to like kind of stay silent till like I know like all right, it's time. You know, but 110% like everybody like for me like you're definitely gonna see some content coming for sure for the rest of 2020. I'm not gonna just hold y'all like that and just like nah 2021 I get some new shit. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm for sure drop some.
You know what I really love about both projects? There's no features, and it's not, there's nothing wrong with that. People who have features, God bless them. Features are great, but I just get you. Like I just like I'm getting you 100%. You know what I'm saying? Was that on purpose?
Yeah, like it's on purpose, but at the same time, it's unintentional. Like me personally, like I'm not the biggest fan of doing features. It's not even like on no cocky shit. Like if you know me, like you know I'm a humble person. Like through it all, like you know. So it's never like oh I'm better than them or you know what I mean. It's
Yeah.
just me. It's just with music, like I feel like I have the most control. So I'm gonna control my sound, everything to the point where I feel comfortable. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
at most points, I don't feel comfortable doing, you know, songs with that a lot of other artists. Like I'll do songs with like you know, like like my homies and them, like, you know,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
like that. But as far as just like other people for real, like other people, you know, I don't I don't really like doing that, you know. That just made me feel uncomfortable, and that's like been that way from the start,
Can
even when I
you
was kind of ass.
can you tell us? Are you gonna have any features on your next project?
Possibly, most likely not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna like, you know, do that. Most likely not. Only person you like really for real probably might see, and this is a might because like I said, like I've been doing projects for like years, like 4 years long, barely any features for real. Only song like only feature I really have on the album or like on the song is like my twin Ahmad. Like that's it, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, he's kind of just like me. Like we don't really like doing features and anything like that, and we like, you know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah,
twins basically. Like we don't even, you know. So at some point, we like, nah, we're just gonna do our own thing, you know. But
that's that's
at a
funny.
point,
Basically, you guys have like the same mindset.
oh yeah, 110. Like me and him will talk for hours on hours on hours. It's like of just the way we think and how like we feel as though we're like our mindsets like as far as like this music shit like we're ahead 110%.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Well, Lil, I thank you so much for speaking to me.
I
Once
think more, man.
Hey, please. Once again, follow Luh Trap on Instagram at Luh Trap One, LUHTRAP 1. Listen to his projects, Good Guy and Nude, on all streaming platforms. They're really great. Like, trust me, they're really great. And watch his highly popular music videos. Stay out late on YouTube immediately. Please do. Well, let me ask you this before I let you go. What is your music wise? What is your ceiling? You know, like what do you have to do to really feel like, you know what, I made it. I feel full. Or do you have to work with an artist to really feel like, you know what, I'm happy where I'm at?
Oh, like in my like entire career, like
Yeah,
my whole,
yeah.
all right, this is like the last one. I'm a really like
Dive
cap.
deep, please.
So like I said, me and my twin Ahmad, like we be on the phone like just talking for hours and hours and hours.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, nah, like I'm gonna feel like I made it like when I get this Grammy, because I feel like, yo, not a lot. Can we say they got like a Grammy or like, you know, like or the like, you know, any award, you know, not even
Yeah,
just like say just the Grammys, but like any award.
yeah.
And like, cause I feel like I made my mama proud, like I made my parents proud. And I kind of like stopped what I was saying, you know what I mean? And I was like, you know what? Maybe we just got, you know, a different look on that. But I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'll ever really feel like I'll know when I make it, you know, like make it, you know, like when I get more notoriety and all that, you know, that's obvious. But like as far as just like make it to the point where like, yo, I'm good. Like I'm not, be honest, I don't think I'm gonna ever stop. Like
Yeah.
I feel like this is what I do. Like
There's always
every
gonna
day I
be,
wake up,
yeah,
like I think about anything involving this. Like
yeah,
this is what like I said, like when it comes to like music or just a video idea, like it comes to me. Like this is what I breathe every single like living day. So I can't imagine a world or like another day in my life where I don't just go in or just or I stop like fully like yo I'm good. I can't imagine that.
I
Like even
saw,
if I get an award or anything like that or whatever, how much money, I can't imagine a world with me like I'm stopping.
yeah, I saw you posted today. You're on a playlist on Spotify, Brain
Oh yeah,
Bakery Mag.
sure,
Can
for
you just
sure.
talk to me like really quick about that? Because I gotta let you go. What is that exactly? It's a pretty popular playlist, if you ask me.
Out of 10.
That must make you feel really good. Talk to me about that really quick.
I mean, it makes me feel good for sure. Like it does make you feel good, but I just know off of that, um, it's a lot of people watching. You know, it's a lot of people watching. For one, and it's only like more room to just go up, you know,
Yeah.
like that should be like a sign, even, and like just anything, like when I like say, when I speak, or like when I post, like it should be a sign like people are watching, like not even say that like that just sounded cocky to me, but like
Yeah.
not even on that, like just know, like in the back of y'all minds, just whenever you see me, like I'm coming. I'm not
Mhm.
ever gonna stop. I'm not ever gonna do none of that. I'm gonna keep coming hard. Like pause.
Oh, no, you're
Pause.
good.
Yo, pause, but oh my
I'm not gonna
god.
edit that out. No.
Yo, that's crazy. Pause.
Your boy's probably gonna get at you for that. I ain't gonna
Ew.
hold you.
I swear to God. I swear to God. We gonna be in the spot. They gonna be like, yo, what you say right there? Oh, it's over.
Well, once again, thank you so much for talking to me.
Yeah.
Follow Luh Trap on Instagram at Luh Trap1. Listen to
All
his
that.
projects Good Guys and Nude on all streaming platforms. And please, you have to watch his highly popular music video, Stay Out Late. It's great. And also, Brain Bakery Mag playlist. He's on there now. It's a real popular playlist. It's a great playlist on Spotify. Lil, thank you so much for talking to me. I really appreciate it.
Hey man, I appreciate you too, man. Squad.
All right, man. I'm gonna talk to you one.